you for watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Gracias por mirar. So, you guys saw the title. I've fallen and I can't get up. It is not a joke. All right. I did it as a short and I got so many comments, so many questions. And it was about, like a life alert type of plan. So, if you're late 60s, early 70s, up in age a little bit, especially if you're single or if you're moving as a couple or a pair and both of you may have some health issues, then you definitely want to check that the country that you're moving to has some type of system in place versus just 911. Well, we moved here 50, so it's not something that we ever thought about. But now so many people are reaching out to me and wanting to know, and people that are, a little bit up in age and that have health issues. So my parents are mid 70s and both of them have a life alert. And so I said, is there something like that here in Punta Cana? Well, unfortunately, not. You would just be calling 911 and waiting for the ambulance to come. Yeah, there's no system like that here in place. Would I still have moved here? Yeah, just because it's two of us, and we're pretty healthy. And then we were thinking, I'm thinking that's still a long ways away. When anything could happen and leave you incapacitated, that you need that type of emergency service. So just thinking ahead, something else to think about. When you're planning your move abroad and moving to a new place, new country, especially if you're moving alone. So they don't have that option here. They don't have anything like Life Alert. So, what I have been doing consultations with people that are up in age and are kind of experiencing some of the same things because one of my subscribers had a medical emergency and couldn't even get to the phone. So she was like banging on the wall, and the walls are concrete. But it just so happened that one of the neighbor's dogs I guess a stray, was roaming around and saw her laying by the front door and was barking, barking, barking. And that prompted one of the security guards to come. Oh my God. So that was like, literally saved her life. So we started thinking about some of the people, some of my subscribers, and people that I know that are elderly, not just here in Punta Cana, but in other places. If they can't afford Life Alert or if they don't have Life Alert where they live, to do some type of buddy system with someone that's really close, a neighbor, so that they can do a wellness check on you. Because I check on my friends like every other day. We check on each other. One of us are checking in. And I know if I don't hear from them, I'm headed in the car on my way over to their house to check on them. So if you're elderly or if you're up in age or if you have any kind of health issues, and maybe even not, I mean, just to have someone that is caring about your whereabouts is very important. That if they don't hear from you for a day because something may have happened, we need to know, or your family needs to know, or somebody needs to know what's going on with you. So if there's no Life Alert type of plan, then definitely I would say do a wellness check. Have a friend, have a family member, somebody that checks on you on a regular basis. And then don't forget to give them an extra key so they can get into your house. That was one of the things that we never even thought about. So when we were getting Life Alert from my dad, they wanted to know where the extra key would be. And I was like, what extra key? What are we talking about? They were like, well, you can set up a lockbox and have an extra key so that we won't have to kick in the door and cause damage to your home. Because just think, if somebody lives alone and the ambulance comes or a medical emergency comes and they have to kick in your door and take you away, to the hospital, then your house is open or the kid door has been kicked in or they broke a window. And so that's leaving you exposed to criminals and different things like that. So I would say definitely get an extra key, give it to someone that you trust, a neighbor. Try to, make friends with people that live near you, if it's just one person and somebody that you can really trust, and let them have an extra key. So that way, if they don't hear from you, if you're not answering and you haven't advised anybody that you're leaving the country for a few days or a few weeks or what have you, they won't have to literally kick your door in or bust a window to try to get in there and take care of you and see if something's wrong. And it's like as we go, as we get older, and as the longer we live abroad, and things happen, more and more situations come up, because these are things that, a 50-year-old moving abroad is not thinking about life alert. We're not thinking about a wellness check. We're not thinking about. So as time goes on and we're living here, and more of my subscribers are older and they're moving here, and then these things are coming up, because we also talked about communities, like senior living, assisted living communities, senior communities. There's not one in Punta Cana. There's one in Santo Domingo, of course, and then there's one in Santiago. So out of the whole country, there are like two senior living communities. Of course, the one in Santo Domingo, they said, is on the super high end. It's like a luxury high-rise community with a medical facility on the ground floor, 24-hour doctors on staff, and all of that, and a pharmacy, and shuttles to the airport. I mean, to the hospital. And so that's some of the things that you want to keep in mind. San Domingo is not the best place, in my opinion, for seniors, but if you are used to the hustle and bustle and you love it, and just like in Punta Cana, you know when to get out and about and be and avoid the chaos, then it may work for you. Santiago, they have a community, assisted living community. Is not as plush from the pictures and everything that I saw as the one in Santo Domingo, but it's nice and it serves its purpose. So I know a lot of people that when they're retiring and they think it's senior living community, they thinking high rise, they thinking South Beach, Miami, that type of thing. But those, you have both options depending on your budget, depending on what you're looking for, your peace of mind, that type of thing. But everybody thought the title was so funny. I fall and I can't get up, and they were like, "What is this about?" And then it turned into a really serious topic, because I meant for it to be serious all along, so that people could like think about different scenarios and think about different things as they're moving, because that is the purpose of my daily tips every day. Y'all turn on your notification bell, get your daily tip from an expat, because when we are older and we're looking into which country is going to be best for us, those are some of the things that we need to know if those type of services are offered. Because a lot of people now are finding out Dominican Republic, you can't get medical insurance. Like some places have stopped at 60, some places are stopping at 62. So would you really move here and not be able to get medical insurance? Do you really want to be paying out of pocket for every service? And if you're in the middle of an emergency and you don't have your credit card, or you don't have, you know what I mean? There's just so many things that could delay your life, literally, that could delay you getting the medical attention that you need, even if you're paying cash. So having medical insurance being offered in the country that you're in for your age, to me, is a huge deal. So if you are on that cutoff, like you're ready to turn 59 or maybe 61 or something like that, and you're moving abroad. Let's say that you've already purchased property here and you're just waiting for it to be done. It's one of the new bills. Come take care of your medical insurance. Come get that done. You don't have to have residency. You don't have to already be established here. You can come here and get medical insurance. Don't wait and let that be one of the things at the bottom of your list, or one of the things that you haven't really prioritized because you still have insurance in the States. But if you're planning on living here, I would say don't let that 60 mark or pass, or that 62 mark pass, depending on the company. because you don't want to find yourself in that predicament. Okay. So that is this episode. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and share button. Turn on your notification bell, because that's where a lot of my full episodes are coming from now, on my daily tips that I'm giving every single day for 2025. And can you believe I've been doing it every day for 8.5 months? And the tips, they keep coming, because as I think of it, I want to share with you things that are going to make your transition a little bit easier. Something I wish someone would have done for us, but even though our transition was pretty good, because I am from A to Z, thinking of questions and scenarios and different things that we needed to prepare for. So that was the whole point of this channel, Ebony Ladies in the DR, so that I can make your transition a little bit smoother and ask some of the hard questions and some of the things that we just don't think about in the excitement of it all. Okay, so don't forget, like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you all tomorrow, okay, for your daily tip from the next bag. Thank you for watching.